future of IV bags could be changing, and it started with a Bangor Middle School science project. Morgan Sturdivant has the story.
It's a big year for Bangor High School freshman Riley Bosco.
I really like to do cheer, and I really like softball.
She's starting high school. She's a cheerleader. Big things for any student, but a project she started last year in middle school is showcasing her scientific abilities and achievements.
And this is huge.
And see how it's really just flexible.
Riley is getting closer and closer to changing the path of something hospitals use every single day, IV bags. And it all started with her Invention Convention project. Riley discovered through her research some hospitals use more than 1,000 a day.
Keep in mind that one IV bag takes 450 years to biodegrade.
She decided to develop a bio bag.
I came across potato starch bioplastic, and it went off from there.
Right now, she estimates that her bags would only take about a year to decompose.
Riley definitely has that X factor in her invention.
She made it to the Invention Convention state level and also won first place in the Engineering and Computer Science division at the Maine State Science and Engineering Fair. Now she's got medical professionals from Northern Light Health and Hudson University backing her as she waits to find out if she's been selected as a finalist in a national STEM research competition.
She's going to be a role model.
We're just really proud of her, just exceeding our expectations.
This could actually help the planet become a greener, safer place.
Morgan Sturdivant, WABI TV5 News, Bangor.
She's also been invited to the second Maine Research Symposium on Biomedical Science and Engineering.